И всем привет, дорогие друзья, на канале. Я сделал новое название моего канала, и теперь он называется Adventure. И Adventure надо будет привыкнуть, а то я хотел сказать паханасенька. Это уже старое название. У нас есть новое. Что такое у меня прилипло там? Ну и ладно. В прошлой серии мы остановились вот на этом самом зале в игре Игра Престолов. И теперь мы можем тут несколько походить, чтобы наша кровь в нашей ране циркулировала. Давайте разомнемся немножко и походим. Adventure Game. Прикольно звучит, почему нет? Железный ствол, что? Интересно. Что я сейчас брянкнула? Да фиг его знает. Стол. Место лорда. Тебе до такого же далеко. И вряд ли вообще будет твоим. Что тут у нас еще? Картина. Гобелен. Гобеленушка. Огромный гобелен. Прикинь, там вся семья уместилась. Вообще офигенный подарок для родственников мира.
Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Возможно. Талия и Итан. Вот он, это Итан, это, наверное, Лорд Итан. Теперь он Лорд Итан. Asher.
Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Изгнали его в Эссос какой-то. Леди Форестер. Добра. Пацан Орион. Лорд. Это чувак, которого убили. Грел. И это, наверное, ну конечно, это Родрик. Он был лучшим воином. Жалко Родрика.
Seem to be favouring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Что у нас? Лечебные травы пригодится. Бери. Или может скрутишь. Дунешь. Скорее всего, вряд ли. Бинты пригодится, рану перемотать. А то грязная тряпка, фу-фу-фу. Посмотреть. Какая дрянь. Ну, такое же лицо, дотронься. Очень. Очень милые создания. Капец, какие милые. Даже их едят. Давай покажем, у нас меньше похвастаемся.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ithan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters.
Пока он мой. Ну ладно, давайте поговорим с ним. Все, хватит уже хромать на одну ногу.
No. I just wanted to ask you.
Почему Атхилли ненавидит нас?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Ну, видим, да. Ну, в принципе, кто лорд мы знаем, это Итан. Ну, можно я пойду?
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but
А, вон все, и пришли. Foresters.
Welcome home, Garrett.
Спасибо.
We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Не надо затрагивать эту тему. И так больно.
I'm so sorry.
Конечно, жаль.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Он любил семью.
Whatever you can recall.
He loved his family, my lady. He was very proud of Roderick.
Yet he was unable to save him.
Родрик. Ну да, это Родрик, это сын.
I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything,
Он храбро сражался. Не будем его грустным. Он храбро сражался.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed?
Ну, меч, наверное, не отдать.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression.
Ну, получится рано или поздно.
This was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your
Dad,
outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Проклятые
Garrett, you
бастарды.
understand what this means. You killed the Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
Конечно, захочет.
We're the
Не, мы
ones who should be
просто...
demanding retribution.
Как бы если чё, он мою семью закоцал.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise.
Ну, я хочу сам это
Now is not
сделать.
the time for vengeance.
It's not now. When?
Вот
We have to
именно.
be smart.
Когда
Ramsay
тогда?
Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use
Something
our
now.
heads while they're still attached to our
Все
shoulders.
правильно.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the
He
boy.
deserves to be heard.
Они даже
It was his
заслуживают
family they killed.
They
смерти.
deserve to die. All of them. I say we fight.
Ha! Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
With what army? Our best men were killed at the Twins, along with our lord.
Then what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this, I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
Это было не
I've done the
убийство.
same, as any man would.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay. Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
Я их не
Let
боюсь.
them come. I don't care.
They'd kill you and not think twice about it.
Я
It's
убью
not
их
safe
первым.
for you here, Garrett. There's only one
Конечно,
place
не
beyond
драться
the
там.
reach of the Boltons.
Фортуна мне поможет.
You're sending him to the war. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution, especially now.
Я не
The house
преступник.
is so vulnerable.
Uncle, you can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. You
Да
want.
что ж все
I know
тешится.
it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
Ладно, я сделаю.
I'll do what's asked of me.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Да что ж мне все чешется-то, елки. Вчера мылся. Сегодня утром тоже плеснулся под душком.
Settle it. We'll see then.
Что, заклинило, что ли? Последовать.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of...
Вот сейчас наш дядя поговорит. Скажи ему ту фразу, которую нам сказали. Давай, давай, давай. Не спи, не ссы, давай, алло. Вот сейчас возьми, вот скажи там что-то. Да нельзя потерять Северную рощу, так вроде эта фигня называлась. Северную рощу нельзя потерять. Скажи ему эту фразу, хватит хромать.
I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance.
Будет.
I would. And God's willing someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger on Lord's watch.
I'll do what's best.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What?
Лорд.
What is it?
Вот это.
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed.
Что такое Северная роща?
What is the North Grove?
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Gareth.
Я никому не говорил.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Ух ты ж как, разведчиком может поиграть. Трудно не догадаться, как поедет. Хотя вряд ли. Да, правильно. I from for ice.
You represent House Forrester.
Iron.
Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
Ты будешь нагордиться.
Make you proud.
You already have.
Хороший дядя.
Wait!
Что такое? Спасибо за амулет.
Be safe.
Ладно. Амулет дома Форестов. Форестов, короче. Итак, новая заставочка. Итан. А, это Лорд Итан. Ох ты. Теперь мы, наверное, Лордом играем. Офигеть, Лордом играть. It's you.
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ладно.
He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me. Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
I was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said...
А вот Гаррет наш зовут.
I'll miss Garrett. He was
С ним ничего не случится.
I don't know where what he did to get sent away like that.
He won't get hurt.
He got hurt by those Whitehill men. No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Молокосос.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
Он недооценивает меня, лорда недооценивает, да как
He
он
doesn't know me
смеет.
or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a
Молоко
sword.
сосет.
Like a man.
Это так, для
He
тут.
taught Roderick and
Для не
Asher,
совсем.
and he even
Да,
showed
короче,
me
не
how to
важно.
fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Конечно, палочкой махает, он глаз выколет, все победил.
Do you remember when we were younger? We all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Часами гуляли.
Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. Then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training. We never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that.
Я оставлю вас на секундочку. Итак, продолжим. Это была маленькая такая приостановочка.
Please, just be you. I like you the way you are.
Будь собой.
I know a lord has many responsibilities.
Да я и сам как бы не хочу меняться.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
You're nice. Everybody says that about you.
Просто хороший. Почему не надо становиться злым?
Since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I can have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
Все совершенно не так.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
И я много сразу зубы выпадет. Там будешь кривозубый, никто тебя не полюбит. Кто там? Меня там зовут на конференцию. Прощайте, сестренка, братишка.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly
Лорд Уай.
demanding justice.
Как же пригласили, а?
Duncan,
Загарда.
here's the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
I would have to command
Пойти
Ethan to
с
stay
ним.
with his family.
Fine, because that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Пошли уже. Простите. Но у меня такой ранг, что я лорд, так что я просто не могу остаться. Так что, sorry me, ребята, потом. Потом рванем в игры с ними.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash.
Я справлюсь с
Things are bad enough as it is.
старичком, скорее всего.
Well said.
Ну вот ему лет 40,
Now is
наверное.
not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as
Не
many
буду
men
злить,
and the
ладно.
backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead.
Постараюсь не злить его. Я говорю, лет 40, 45, почти 50 ему, короче. Ну, вот этот толстячок, лорд.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Ладно.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Ах ты
I've
засранец.
been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally.
Хватит мне испытать, я тебе башку отрублю,
I
наверное.
may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt. What kind of fucking house?
Для таких, как ты, соль и хлеб не нужны. Ты кольца сидишь, давишь от денег. Принесите ему.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they?
Грубый дядька.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished.
Было не врезать.
Fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Дайте ему уже хлеб соль, чтобы он успокоился. А, вот это мы почти убили чувака.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan?
Рот закрой.
He acted in your name.
Он поступил как мощь.
Lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
We haven't seen him. He was never here.
You little liar. I will find him. By the gods, you better
Иди свою жирную жопу из моего дворца. Вали отсюда.
And you'll answer for what he's done.
Б-б-б, разорался тут.
Until I have my justice.
Разорался, скажи, разорался.
Coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
Б-б-б-б-б-б-б-б-б-б.
What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Благородный дом, так что закрой ротик, пожалуйста.
Lady Forrester.
Да.
Bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
Кабан.
I mean, no disrespect.
Все проследили, да, все.
Considering your loss.
Очко сжалось. Все, приструнили.
This is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Наш разговор окончен.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that
Да-да-да, нормально, слово закон, так что тише отсюда. Тащи свое толстое пивное пузо себе, откуда пришел, да?
Lord Bolton will have the final say.
За мной.
I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Вы не
You're
правы.
in the right, Lord Whitehill. Remember that.
Запомнит, ну и правда. Ну и правильно, точнее, запомнит. Выколите ему глаза это. Смотрит на меня такими страшными глазами, потом не усну из него.
Your son did well, my lady. He kept his wits while Lord Whitehill lost his temper. A lesser man would have been rattled, but Ethan here held his ground.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Королевская гавань, гавань королевская, елки-палки. О, новый видеоролик.
sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king
какая-то назревает. Помолвка какая-то назревает. Для этой девушки красивой, нормальной. Что, ходить можно? Ай, походим. Что-то сундук. Давайте книжку почитаем. Старая пыльная книга. Кому нужна выбрать? Рукотворные чудеса. Родрик подарил. А, сейчас его нет в живых. Ну, оставить только на память. С Родриком ты больше не видишься, к сожалению. Посмотри в окошко. Да, королевская гавань. Да, там, конечно, тучки, пара тучек, но это не беда. Письмо от матери прочитать.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Кто там? Да, входите. Кто там?
One moment.
А кто здесь?
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Да ладно, заходи уж.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Наверное, по дому где-то работает. Но он, кажется, что-то... Что он там? Водички принес. Что это? Уголь, кажется. Уголь. Ну, грязный уголь. Уголь носит. Это как бы не твои дни. Все нормально.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Сразу все вывали, да и все что. Урочонку тебя придержал, все равно грязно. Да-да-да. Не знаю, кто это, но, наверное, скорее всего. Это все знают.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before.
Это... Ну и хорошо.
Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the royal steps, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Cersei, кто это такая Cersei?
They appear to be having some sort of disagreement.
Ты
I couldn't hear much, but
о чем они говорили?
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and
Старки. Там Тони Старк тут был. Тони прилетал тут иногда. В прошлое, точнее.
But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing.
No, продаж.
Ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Да он телекинезом Вайра видели? Силой мысли дверь закрыл, обосраться. Ну кто-то. Вы кто?
Lady Marjorie.
Ага, вот она.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Пойдем обсудим.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered.
Вы очень добры.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark.
Ну не надо сейчас.
Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she picked her a traitor.
Предательница? Меня? За что? Я не предательница.
I'm not a traitor.
I'm not a traitor.
It's only an excuse to torment you and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict.
Что я скажу ей?
So near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her.
Успокойся.
Humor her. Tell her what she wants.
Потакать. Ну ладно, она же, наверное, там какая-то госпожа, вся такая королева, распрекрасная. Будем потакать. Ну да, с апокалиженства мы не будем доэтоваться. Послушать уже уши во все стороны.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Кто там? А, вот это, наверное, наша подруга.
Good luck.
Good luck, так и думал. Ну, с Богом. Фигли. Нафиг тут стоит. Что я зазевался. Вон там королева, король какой-то маленький, ну и ладно. Вон это кресло здоровое. А что, войти можно? Давай, иди. А, самому идти? Ну пошли. Вон там кресло, я смотрел на такие трейлеры сериалов. Вот такое кресло, посраться такое все. Мечи всякие там переплавили. Ох ты ж, нифига себе.
Ah, Lady Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Спасибо.
Lord Tyrion. Grace?
Лорд, и она Лордриха.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Угу, меня хотели видеть, меня обвиняли. Преклонить колени, чтоб она... Говорю, ну надо потакать, а то на друг уже мало ли башку отрубить. Впечатляет, можно...
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Верно, как?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace. I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Пошла ты в
Is your
жопу.
family loyal to the king?
Да, преданно.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
Наша верность непоколебима.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
Таким голосом, таким равнодушным.
For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark, a house of traitors.
Они были хранителями.
They were the wardens of the north. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Все съела.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the warden of the north, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his army.
Смотри, шею не сломай, пока на меня смотреть будешь свысока.
But I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Для нашего
To
блага.
our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what.
Я все сделаю.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks. wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Прикопалась, да? Вот число, блин.
Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Я не стану
I
судить.
won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion.
Почему это у меня есть?
There's a point to this. I hope you find it quickly.
Почему у меня есть разумение? Только
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define.
лучше мне его показывать,
The
когда
city
ты разозлишься.
filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking
Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла.
pretending to be something they're not.
А, еще один.
Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours.
Наверное.
Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
Ну,
And if your
ясен
loyalties were
пень.
to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question.
Буду верна
I
королю.
will be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Нормально заступился.
My sense is this girl will
Хорош.
say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
До свидания. Спасибо за разговор, такой прям душевный.
I'll walk you out.
Спасибо.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once at the tourney at Lannisport.
Ты с ним дрался еще, скажи.
Trust Roose Bolton.
Скажи, что ты с ним
We only
дрался.
spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. I have my condolences for his loss.
У Болтонов нет чести.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. That
Нормально.
certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to
Как
hear.
жарко в
All
квартире,
Lady Marjorie
капец.
was humiliated.
Окно откроешь, там еще жарче.
Quite pleased.
Надо вентилятор
It was quite
включить
the
будет.
first impression. I of course found it
Мне
odd
не
to
нравится
find it
Серсея.
I don't particularly like her.
Yet you did your best to please. You'll do well here in King's Landing. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for
Вы можете помочь моей семье.
not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Да.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine wait.
Спокойной ночи, лорд. Лорд Тирион.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you.
Да не очень-то, то есть надавить на меня.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
Очень трудный.
But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah, what? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard.
Нифига я не рада, блин.
Make the right introductions.
Я бы столько не съела их за день. Ну, если только бы вообще голодный был бы.
Though marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Ну, это круто быть замуж за короля.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always trying
Но рад, что это помогло бы моей семье, так что ты понимаешь. Бе-бе-бе, что такая злая стала.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of the 7 kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Только она тихо вошла.
Well, Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Ну да, так.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Просить, мать же просила, матери нельзя отказывать.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Это ж не...
About my family.
I trust her.
Да ладно.
Go on.
Моей матери нужна помощь.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt.
Нам все-таки ее выгнать.
Will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you, but
его
so
там
urgent.
это подруга баснина, не побазарить. Давай соглашайся. Отлично.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a
Даже не
raven
знаю,
to
когда
be
мне
there.
серию остановить. Ну, я думаю, мы закончим. Серия, наверное, уже в минут 30-35, наверное, уже вышла. Может, 34. До этого хватит. Ну и в общем, всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте палец вверх. Ждите следующих серий Игры Престолов. В общем, всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем удачи и пока.